Hey everybody, Marc Aquino here. I know I've been promising this for a while, I'd say ever since my DVD haul video back in July, but at long last, here it is. My review of Hey Arnold, the complete series on DVD. I'm around 19 years old, so I kind of consider myself to be around like the generation that grew up watching a lot of Nicktoons. And the Nicktoons that I liked the most when I was a kid were Rugrats, SpongeBob, seasons 1 through 3 anyway, Rocko's Modern Life, and Hey Arnold. And just like Rugrats and Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold was one of the first original 10 Nicktoons that were ever produced. Hey Arnold premiered on Nickelodeon on October 7th, 1996. Which, come to think of it, I was born in April of 96, so that means this show is as old as I am. It's kind of sad, actually. As the DVD description says, life in the big city is one big adventure for Arnold. Living with his grandparents who run the Sunset Arms boarding house, Arnold shares a roof with a diverse and unusual menagerie of characters, including his pet pig Abner. But as any fourth grader knows, some of the most memorable people you'll ever meet are your friends in school, including storyteller Gerald, class jinx Eugene, sometime bully Harold, and the tomboy Helga, who harbors a secret crush on Arnold. The show was created by Craig Bartlett, and it ran for 5 seasons and 100 episodes, and it even spawned a full-length feature film called Hey Arnold the Movie. But I can talk about that one in a future video. Now, considering this is mainly a DVD review, I'll give you a little breakdown of the actual DVD set itself. Here's the front, here's the left side, and here's the back. It says this contains all 99 episodes of the show, but it's actually 100 because the show's hour-long series finale, The Journal, is presented here in 2 parts. But I'll get more into that later. Like I said before, Hey Arnold was one of my favorite TV shows as a kid. I remember watching it whenever it would be on Nickelodeon, and let me tell you something. Once I started to rewatch the show from the beginning, I started to instantly recognize certain moments and scenes from a lot of those episodes. It's amazing how much I actually remembered from it. As I'm watching the show, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I remember this one. This is the one when Arnold and his grandmom freed an old sea turtle from the city aquarium. This is the one when Helga blurts out her secret love for Arnold to her dentist. Or this is the one when Eugene's bike got all shredded up. That just tells you how much I loved the show. Revisiting it after all these years made me start to really enjoy it even more than I did when I was a kid. This was one of the few Nicktoons that really had a lot of bittersweet, serious moments in it, along with the funny comedic ones. And it managed to portray a lot of those moments from the perspective of a kid. When you're a kid and something serious is happening, it gives you a perspective on things that you've never seen before, and it impacts how you look at your own world from that point on. And that really made it all the more effective. Hey Arnold presented a lot of different complex, grown-up themes and scenarios to the kids who watched it, and they did so in a way that kids could understand without it being too preachy or schmaltzy or anything like that. Many of which had to do with living in the big city and all the different kinds of people that you'd encounter there. And they really made it accessible to kids whether or not they lived in a big city. And all of that had to do with the writing, the voice acting, the animation, the look of the show, the music from the show's composer, Jim Lang. It all made the show feel really genuine, and that's another thing. All of those things really made the show feel genuine, like you would know people like the characters from that show. You would know people like Arnold and his friends and his family and so on. Thanks to the writing and the voice acting, these characters never do feel like stereotypes. They never do. They really feel like multi-layered individuals that have different identifiable personalities that they feel like real people. The show's writing was very smart. It balanced the funny moments and the serious moments really well. Pretty much all the kid characters on this show are voiced by real kids. They're not voiced by adults doing little kid voices or anything like that. Again, it's just to make it feel more genuine and true to life. Heck, throughout the production of the show, Arnold was voiced by 5 different actors. I made a list of episodes that always stood out for me when I was a kid that I highly recommend, but I don't have the time to talk about them, so I'll just list them all off. The DVD set unfortunately has no bonus features, which is a shame because I would have loved to see stuff like commentary on certain episodes, the creator of the show, Craig Bartlett, showing how to draw some of the characters, and even a featurette that looks back on the show with the cast and crew, which would have been really neat to see, just to see all the kids that have voiced many of those characters all grown up. I should also mention that even though the journal was meant to be the final episode of Hey Arnold, it technically isn't. Because as you can tell from this episode list, Nickelodeon aired the last few episodes of Season 5 out of order. So if you watch the last few episodes of Season 5, I suggest you save the journal parts 1 and 2 for last, because that's how the show's creators wanted it to be. So despite no bonus features with this set, I still highly recommend it whether or not you watched the show when you were a kid like me, or you're an old school Nickelodeon fan, or you're just a fan of cartoons from the 90s. Now I picked this up at Walmart and it was 20 bucks. Yeah, 20 bucks. I mean, how awesome is that? Like, even if you didn't enjoy Hey Arnold that much when you were a kid, but you still kind of liked it, for 20 bucks, how can you go wrong? You might as well just get it now, you know? Just, run down to your local Walmart and buy it. Look around, see if it's, in any of the DVD sections. And if not, they also sell it online for the same price. The link to it is in the description down below to check that out. Congrats, Walmart. You managed to finally do something right. For once. It was released by the awesome folks at Shout Factory. I've admired Shout Factory for years now, and I'm really glad that they released Hey Arnold on DVD, as well as many other classic Nickelodeon shows, so major kudos to them, and more importantly, to Craig Bartlett, Hey Arnold's writers, animators, voice cast, pretty much everyone that made that show what it is today. I really loved Hey Arnold when I was a kid, and years later, I still consider it to be one of my favorite TV shows of all time. So, are you a fan of Hey Arnold? Did you watch it when you were a kid? If so, what was your favorite episode? Who's your favorite character? Tell me in the comments section down below. And as always, if you like what you saw here, feel free to press that like button, share this with your friends, and hey, subscribe if you want. And of course, my 200th video is coming up very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled, because it's going to be something pretty special if you ask me. But until next time, I'm Marc Aquino. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Subscribe!